Hey developers, welcome to Devcovery. Today, we're bringing you the hottest open source projects trending on GitHub, so you don't miss any tech developments worth your attention.
Today, we're taking a deep dive into a trending project on GitHub, oh-my-openagent, a hugely popular framework that bills itself as the ultimate agent harness. With over 40,000 stars, it's clearly solving a major pain point for developers by simplifying how we build, test, and deploy complex AI agents. What if your AI coding assistant wasn't just a tool? What if it was more like a team lead? Imagine it managing an entire project, delegating tasks to a team of specialized AI engineers. This shift, from a passive helper to an autonomous coordinator, is the core idea behind today's project. The project is called oh-my-openagent, and it was created by GitHub user code-yeongyu. It acts as an advanced configuration layer for OpenCode, which is a powerful but often complex AI programming environment. The goal here is to provide a ready-to-use, out-of-the-box experience that unlocks the full potential of AI agents for developers. And it's getting a lot of attention. The project has already gathered over 41,000 stars, with more than 300 of those added in just the last day. That kind of interest suggests it's solving a very real problem. So, what is that problem? Well, advanced AI agent frameworks are powerful, but they often come with a steep learning curve and a complicated setup. Developers can find themselves spending more time configuring the tool than actually using it. In the past, they had to manually string together scripts and prompts just to manage complex tasks. oh-my-openagent offers a completely different approach. It transforms a single large language model, an LLM, from a basic command line tool into a sophisticated project manager. This manager then autonomously directs a whole team of specialized AI agents to see complex software projects through from start to finish. Let's dive into the technical architecture. At its core, this is a multi-agent orchestration system. The main agent, fittingly named Sisyphus, acts just like a human team lead. When you give it a complex task, Sisyphus breaks it down into smaller pieces. Then, it delegates those subtasks to a pool of specialized agents. There might be one for UI design, another for deep code research, and so on. So, how does this all work? Two key technologies make it possible. The first is a deep integration with developer tools. It uses the Language Server Protocol, or LSP, and abstract syntax trees, known as ASTs. This is important because it means the AI doesn't just see code as plain text. It understands its structure. This understanding allows for much safer and more precise refactoring, well beyond simple text replacement. And the second key piece is a mechanism called the Todo Continuation Enforcer. This system is designed to make sure an agent completes its entire task list. LLMs can sometimes get distracted during long, multi-step jobs. If an agent stops midway, this enforcer automatically reprompts it with the remaining work. It's essentially a reliability layer, keeping the AI focused and on track. The primary users here are software developers and tech enthusiasts, anyone looking to push the boundaries of AI-assisted programming. And the use cases are impressive. Developers have reported using it to refactor projects with thousands of coding errors in a single day. Others have used it to migrate an entire desktop application to a web-based service, practically overnight. Now, you might think something this powerful is difficult to set up, but getting started is surprisingly straightforward. The project is designed for minimal setup. In fact, a developer can even instruct an AI agent to perform the installation just by feeding it the URL to the guide. This dramatically lowers the barrier to entry. And what does the community think? The feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. Users are describing it as unbelievable and a completely different dimension of development. Many have even reported canceling their subscriptions to commercial AI coding tools in its favor. The testimonials really highlight its power for tackling enormous jobs. One developer mentioned clearing 8,000 code warnings in a single day, a task that would have been a monumentally tedious manual effort. But of course, no project is without its challenges. For all its power, oh-my-openagent does face some potential hurdles. First, its value is tightly coupled to the OpenCode platform. If OpenCode's development were to slow down, this project would be directly impacted. Second, the system's own complexity creates a maintenance risk. Debugging an issue that spans multiple AI agents and external tools could be incredibly difficult. And finally, the system depends on the specific behaviors of today's LLMs. When AI providers update their models, something called model drift could break the carefully tuned workflows, which would require constant adaptation and maintenance. In the end, oh-my-openagent is more than just a tool. It's a packaged workflow, a philosophy that turns a single developer's machine into a managed AI software team. And it matters because it represents a practical leap forward. It's a step towards truly autonomous agents that can handle end-to-end software development with very little human supervision.
That's all for today's Devcovery. We hope these GitHub trending projects spark some inspiration for your development work. You can find all the repos mentioned in the description below. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you tomorrow at the same time.